Okay, we're ready to go?
Yeah, we've got everyone coming in now.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. So thank you very much for taking the time to join us for the launch of the 2021 MFA Awards. I'm Joe Lunn, and as chair of the MFA Awards Committee, it gives me great pleasure to kick off the awards launch with a quick video from our returning MC, Aussie comedian Claire Hooper.
Amazing news, everyone. MFA Awards are back for 2021. Guess who else is back? I am back doing what I love, ditching my kids in Melbourne and coming to a big party. Thursday, October 14 at Royal Randwick in Sydney. You gotta come. Entries are open from now until mid-July. I don't know the details. They're on the website, but definitely enter. Come on, guys. This is big. This is important. And after the year we've just had, there is no better time to celebrate your work. Most importantly, everyone will be there. So get your post-COVID bodies back into your pre-COVID party pants, or better still, do what I did and buy some new party pants. I want to see you there. I cannot wait. Cannot wait to see all my best friends from the olden days, 2019. It is going to be absolutely amazing. See you there.
Amazing. So as Claire said, it's time to start prepping the party outfits because
Amazing
we
news,
are
everyone.
moving on. Thank you, Claire. Because as Claire said, we're finally back after skipping the awards and so much else in 2020. And we're really excited to announce that, yes, we are indeed back. And the reason why we are so enthused about this is because these awards are a really important moment for our industry, because the work that we do doesn't always get the recognition that it deserves. And I think that's partly because great creative exists in popular culture. The work essentially speaks for itself, and our clients see it firsthand as consumers every day of their lives. By comparison, the smarts behind brilliant media, data, and technology strategy and execution are less visible. If we're doing our job well, you often don't even know you've been influenced by our thinking. And this is why the MFA Awards are such an important moment in our industry calendar, showcasing and celebrating the most innovative and inspiring media thinking for the past 2 decades and more. And in doing so, we're helping to elevate the quality of product we deliver, and most importantly, demonstrating the value that the media agency industry contributes to building brands and generating growth on behalf of our clients. And so prior to the last MFA Awards, if we can cast our minds back that far, we spent time reshaping the awards to really demonstrate that value that we bring to our clients, with a focus on highlighting effective work and innovative media thinking. And to do that, the categories were refined and reduced and were grouped into 3 distinct themes: outcomes, execution, and people and community. So outcome has 4 categories and is all about effectiveness, surprisingly enough. And so this relates to campaigns that delivered an increase in brand metrics, business return, behavior change, and long-term results. So again, ensuring that we're really talking to the challenges that our clients have day in, day out. Then in terms of industry categories, rather than talking about sectors such as FMCG and automotive, we restructured around our craft in execution to ensure that we're showcasing the very latest developments in real-time marketing, data and technology, and how we're helping our clients stay at the forefront of media execution. And then from a people and community perspective, we're celebrating our people at every level, from our young NGen talent through to the people that have made a significant contribution to the industry over the course of their careers. And during the last 15 months, all of our agencies have demonstrated such incredible resilience and responsiveness and creativity in helping our clients navigate these challenges of 2020. And it's why we've chosen to introduce an entirely new award category called the COVID Brand Pivot. I personally was pushing for it to be named the Unprecedented New Normal Pivot. Sadly, was voted down on that front, but this is really designed to acknowledge the teams and the people that have found really innovative solutions to addressing and overcoming in these really challenging circumstances that not only ourselves, but our clients and consumers have found themselves in. So in terms of deadlines, 23rd of July seems a long way away. It's not. I'd really recommend you get started now because it's so important to get your clients and your other partners on board to ensure you can give your entry the best possible chance to shine. And because we have so much more focus on the justification of the effectiveness of the entry and the rigor that we need to bring to those submissions, it's really important that you're able to spend that time gathering all the data that you need to justify why your work deserves to pick up some shiny metal in 5 months' time. So we also have the NGen Award, which is one of my favourite categories every year. And these are open to anyone with less than 5 years experience in the industry. And it's a really great opportunity to develop your skills and solve a real life problem with so many winners actually seeing their ideas actually come to life with the support of the charity brand. The other great thing is that 50% of entry fees get donated to the charity. And this year, it's an incredibly worthy cause, the Indigenous Literacy Foundation. The brief is now live, so you can get started, but we'll also be having a Q&A session with the ILF on the 16th of June, which will be a great opportunity for you to get a little bit more insight into all the incredible work that that organisation does. So then from a judging perspective, it is so critical that we demonstrate the rigor and the transparency that we bring not just to our industry, but how we evaluate the work that we're producing on behalf of our clients. So judging will be a self-nomination process. And this is to ensure that there's a really broad and diverse range of representatives from kind of media agencies through to owners and clients and other partners like research companies. So if you'd like to nominate yourself or a client or a partner, please jump online to the MFA website and put those details in. We also restructured the award judging process. So judges have the opportunity to put forward questions about the entry during that online scoring phase, just to ensure that they've got complete understanding of what went into making that award-worthy work, and also the ability to come together, flag any other kind of concerns that they feel they'd like to dig into a bit further, but also then when the judges actually come together for that live session to debate the shortlisted entries, the final winner is actually chosen in a silent vote, which is excruciating, but fantastic because it means that nobody actually knows who's going to win in each of those categories until the award is read out on the night. So I think that's also really important to ensure that we are getting the best possible work being showcased and celebrated on that night of in October. So from there, I guess the final thing to say is that entries are now open. So please jump online to the MFA website for any other questions, to find out more about each of those categories and the criteria to enter into them. But for now, I will just open it up and see if there are any questions coming through. So it looks like we've got first question coming through. That first question is, how does the client approval process work? So it's a good question because it's absolutely critical that the clients are actively involved in this. So when you actually first upload your entry, you need to enter your client's details into the form itself. So you'll include their details and they will then receive an automatically generated alert. So they will then need to click on that link, review the entry and actually sign it off. So if your client doesn't approve the entry, it won't go forward for judging. And again, we feel like this is such an important step within the process and is fantastic for the credibility of this awards program. Great. Okay, next question coming through. Okay, how can I be a judge? Yes, so as mentioned earlier, it's a self-nomination process. So just jump online to the MFA website. You will need to give a little bit of your background information and you'll also have the opportunity to actually nominate the categories that you're most interested in, that you feel you would be, I guess, best equipped to input into as part of the judging process. Okay, so another one coming in. Can I enter a campaign into more than one category? Yes, you can. We'll take all the award entries you can get. No, that's not true. You can enter just one campaign up to 4 times. So be selective in the categories that you're picking. So a maximum of 4 categories. But what's also worth noting that I didn't actually mention before is that we've expanded the eligible campaign period from the 1st of January 2019 through to the 31st of March 2021. So you've actually got 2 years and 3 months worth of campaigns that you can be putting forward for the MFA this year because of the fact that we skipped last year. So we want to make sure that we're also still giving those campaigns from 2019 the opportunity to be rewarded. So please go back to the archives, dig up all the great work you're doing in 2019, if you can remember back that far, and be sure to enter them in as well. The great thing about that as well is you've got more opportunity to build a really strong effectiveness case because you'll be much more likely to have long-term results off the back of that activity. And that should really help your submission process as well. Great. Well, I think that might be it, unless there's any other questions coming through. Nope. Okay, cool. All right, well, we're bang on 15 minutes, so we will wrap it up there. The team from 2 to Force will actually be staying online if you have any other questions. Oh, Lucilla Rossi has raised a hand. Yes. Okay, does the client have to approve? Ah, yes, sorry, yeah. So the client does have to approve the entry before the entry deadline. Yes, I believe so, but I will just we'll double check that and come back with confirmation, unless the 2 to Force team has that detail on them.
Yes, we'd like the client to confirm and approve the entry before the deadline. However, if there are any often we find sometimes clients are out of office or overseas, so we can offer a slight leeway with that if it's just client approval we're waiting on. But we would prefer it if it was approved before the deadline.
And then there's another question come through from Charlie. So can APAC campaigns be submitted? It's a good question. What we are comparing campaigns running in Australia. So our preference, our recommendation is that it is just campaigns that ran in Australia because it does become really difficult for us to compare the kind of the innovation and effectiveness of a campaign that ran in Australia versus one that was running you know, in kind of Singapore versus Japan and so on. So that being the case, would recommend if you have a great APAC campaign, pull out the AU component and present the AU component, and then put the APAC entry into Festival of Media Asia and Campaign Asia Awards and the like. Great. And then I think, yeah, there's been some other questions come through. Can I submit a joint entry? Absolutely. Just include the details in the entry portal. You can absolutely enter it into more than one category. You can do your NGen in pairs or as an individual. So you've got that opportunity. It's often great to have someone to bounce ideas off that can really help kind of take the work to a whole new level. So if you are working individually, try to find a mentor or a coach in your agency or someone else you know within the industry. And in terms of applying to be a judge, jump online to that link. We want people of all levels to be judging. We don't want it to be just people with 10 plus years experience. So if you're an NGenner, if you're a 5+er, please jump online. Yep, and then I think we've covered everything off. What categories are clients eligible to enter? Yeah, so we would basically recommend for clients, encourage them to enter as part of, in partnership with their media agency. And that's really kind of a great opportunity for you to present the case together. Great. All right, that looks like everything. So I will wrap it up there. Again, if you have, someone's asked if they could speak to someone about the awards. So yeah, absolutely reach out to the team at Tutor Force or myself, and I'm happy to kind of put you in touch with the relevant person. Great. Okay, thanks so much, everyone. The team will stay online. We'll be answering questions as you go. Best of luck with your entries, and really excited to be showcasing and celebrating all of the amazing work that all of you as an industry have been producing over the past 2 years, and look forward to seeing you in October. Thanks very much. Have a great day.